In this video I'm doing an unboxing of this Fractal Design Node 202 Mini ITX case. I bought it from Amazon for £68. This case has a bit of advantage over many of the other ITX cases in that you can horizontally mount a full-size graphics card. Now I know there are a few around at the moment, but not many look as nice as this, and I've had a Fractal Design case before. So I'm interested to see how it looks. Now this one says it comes with a power supply, which is interesting because I didn't order it with a power supply. I bought another SFX power supply.
Let's take a look at the box first. So we've got an outline of what the case will look like. It shows we can have it in vertical or horizontal position. Now I know it comes with a stand, so there it is included. And on this side it has the product specifications. So it's got space for two 2.5-inch drives, 2 PCI expansion slots. I think it's more like one actually, but we'll soon see. So it's Mini ITX motherboard, 2 times USB 3 inputs on the front, SFX power supplies up to 130mm long, graphics card up to 310mm in length, and CPU coolers up to 56mm tall. So the case is wrapped up in a plastic bag and got polystyrene packing on the side. So the base slips on and off quite easily. So can it stand up? Let's just check that first. Yeah, no problems there, that feels very stable. I wanted to use it in the horizontal position. It feels nice and solid, this case. Just looking up the front edge first. So it's like a matte finish on here. Must be the on-off button. USB ports are plain black, and the headphone jack and microphone are also plain black. That's a very nice sleek look there. The logo is just painted grey. That's something I could have below my TV and not feel ashamed of it being there. Not feel too geeky either. So there's an open vent on the side as well as the top. On the back we have the white PCI covers. My other Fractal Design case has these. It gives a real nice contrasting look to the system. I know it's around the back, but hey, at least they go the extra mile in making it look nice and contrasted where appropriate. Got the power supply input, a QC pass sticker. And on this side where the graphics card is, there's a small ventilation slot along the bottom. On the bottom of the case we have 2 ventilation grills. One will be the input for the power supply, the other will be for the graphics card. Looks like to get in the case I need to undo these 4 screws. I've undone the 4 screws, which was easy enough. Not quite the quickest entrance into a computer I've ever had, but there we go. The top easily lifts off. Well, there's a surprise. I have a power supply. I didn't order a case of power supplies, and now I've got 2 SFX sized power supplies. Never mind. I think the Be Quiet power supply I've ordered is going to be better than that one. Although not as powerful, 300 watts is plenty. The other bits I got with the case were the user guide, warranty information. The user guide seems quite nice and clear, that they've highlighted the areas in blue that they're focusing on in each instruction. Also got a leaflet of other cases that they sell, and we have this box of accessories. What have we got in here? We've got some pads to go on the bottom of the case to stop it scratching any surfaces. Got a few cable ties, some screws, and what else? This will be the riser card. So that's a 16X riser card. Also got a UK kettle lead power supply. Brilliant. The included power supply is not modular. So we've just got a massive bundle of cables there, and colourful cables. What else we got? So that's a USB 3 connector, and that's the HD audio. That little support there will be for the graphics cards. We've got space for 2 120mm fans. No other space for fans in the case. That's okay, it's got enough ventilation points that cooling shouldn't be too much of an issue. This is where you put the 2 2.5-inch hard drives. I'm going to get it assembled and we'll take a look at it when it's completed. Here's a few pictures of the completed case. It was a little bit of a challenge to assemble, particularly getting those 2 screws in by the edge of the motherboard, but although it doesn't look too difficult here, the depth of it made it a bit of a challenge to get the screwdriver into. Now you could remove some of this section here, but yeah, there's quite a lot of screws and they all seem to be different, so I did end up with quite a few screws scattered around the carpet, trying to remember which one was which afterwards. Yeah. This riser card was 2 pieces. That surprised me a little bit. Now, I certainly needed this extra support for the graphics card, because without that it sort of dips down a bit. Now, annoyingly, I would have been better with a bigger graphics card. You can see I had to turn that 90 degrees to get it to support my smaller graphics card. That is an NVIDIA GT740 graphics card. Now, I can imagine it being a bit of a challenge if you've got fans at the bottom and then a bigger card with fans on it as well, because you've got all these cables, then you're trying to sandwich between 2 sets of fans. Oh, that was... You can see how I've had to bundle all the cables up from the power supply there. Would have been great if I had a modular power supply, wouldn't it? Even the pre-included SFX power supply was not modular, so you're kind of left with dumping them all right there. There wasn't exactly much room to get the cables around here between the motherboard and the case, so that's the USB 3 cable and the CPU power supply I've got there. There's a couple of points in the case where you could stick cable ties onto, that is helpful. This is the completed system underneath my TV. Yeah, it fits in quite nicely. The only disappointment with it was this ridiculously bright white LED on the front of it. A little bit too bright for my liking. And I was thinking, oh, now can I change that LED? In the end, I actually just stuck a piece of blue electrical tape around it. Now I have a nice dim blue LED, and that is perfect there.